All right, so I'm going to just set up the problem. I'm not going to solve the entire problem. Just going to get you started. So a friend has an 83% average before the final exam for a course. That score includes everything but the final. So and then it said which counts for 20% of the course grade. So the final is 20% of the course grade. So let's just write some information down that we know. So the final is 20% of the grade, and then everything else is worth 80%. Everything else is 100% minus 20%. Okay, so and we know that the friend had an 83% average before the final exam. So if we think about that, 80% of the course is done. It's just that remaining 20% from the final that remains. So what we want to do is determine, first it says, what is the best course grade your friend can earn? So, well, let's just imagine that the highest grade you can get is 100%. There's no extra credit, let's just assume. So what we would do is we would determine 83% of the 80%. Multiply that by 80. I'll just put 80. So 83% of 80 of the course. And then 100% of 20. So if you multiply the grade that they earned on the proportion of the course, that will give you how much of, for example, 83% is going towards the final grade. So if 83% times 80 will give us what part of the grade will be going towards the final score in the course. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but just determine 83% of 80 and whatever that would happen to be. 100% of 20 would just be 20, right? You would want to convert this into decimal form, so that'd be 100% is equal to 1 times 20, and 83%, 0.83 times 80, and then you'll want to figure out what that is equal to. Put a blank there, and you're going to add those together, and that will be the highest grade that the student can get. So whatever it might be. So this might be like a 60-something percent, 60-something plus 20. That will give you the highest grade. This is the highest grade. Now, to determine the minimum score your friend would need to get on the final exam, to get a 75% for the course, what we'll need to do is just solve the same thing. So we'll do 75. So notice that what this whole equation we just did is equal to is the overall score. So what we want is the overall score to be 75. So we're going to do 75 is equal to, now we already know it's 83% of 80. But what we don't know is the grade, the unknown is the grade they earned on the final exam. I'll highlight what I'm doing here. 100%. I'm putting X because we don't know the actual score. It's the minimum score on the final exam. And the final exam is worth 20. So you just need to solve for X and determine what that final exam would be to get a 75 in the course. And notice here, give, just underline it. Circle it. Give answers accurate to at least one decimal place. So, yeah, you'll want to make sure you do that. Hopefully this helps. This is just the setup in order to solve for the highest grade and the minimum grade to get a 75% overall in the course. Let me know if you have any other questions.